Now in this lecture, we'll be taking a look at how we can connect to database and fetch some records and show it in our ASP.NET Core React single page application. So over here, what I've done is I've created this customer table in the previous lecture, and now I've inserted some records over here like John and Matt. These are the customers that we have in the table. And what we'll be doing now is that we'll be showing this data in our application. To do that, first of all, open up your application. And the next thing that we need to do is create a customer class. So for this, you'll notice the structure that we have been following is over here. We have model. Inside the model directory, we have customer.cs. So this class basically mimics the database structure: table, customer ID, name, address, city, state, country, email. Now, once we have done that, what we are doing next is we have created a controller called customer controller. Now, inside this customer controller, we have followed the same route that we have over here for sample data controllers. So exactly like that, we have created this one. And you can see that the only difference in this one is that it is reading data from the database. And in order to do that, we have to get the configuration setting that we made in our app settings.json file. So here, configuration, const, string, and all. Now to cover all these things, what we have done is, you'll notice we have included these three things: Microsoft.extensions.configuration, using which we'll be able to read the settings from app settings.json. Then we have system.data and SQL client to read data from the database. And here we have included the spa.model because there we have created the customer class. Now once that's done, what we have done next is created a variable called iConfiguration, which is going to store the settings information from app settings.json file. And then inside the constructor of this controller, we have initialized it. So here we are initializing it. After that, you can see this is the method that we have created called customers. And here the route is customers. So it's like API/customer/customers. That is how we'll be calling it from the address bar of the browser. Next, what we are doing is we are going and getting the connection string. So here you'll see that we are saying config.get section, configuration, and then const string. And that is what we have over here in app settings, configuration, and under that we have const string. So this is what we will be retrieving over here, saying dot value. So now we got the connection string. Next, we have created a list of customers, and then using SQL connection, we are now going to query the database. So here we are saying create an instance of SQL command, open it up, provide the query and the connection string, then create SQL data reader. And while there is record in the reader, keep on reading. And once all the records have been read, you can just add it to the customers collection. So here we created the customer class and assigned the values respectively to all the attributes of the customer class. And then finally, we are returning customers. Now there's one more way of doing this same thing using entity relationship model diagram. That also we'll try to cover up in the upcoming lectures. Now let's go ahead and run this in the browser to see the output. And here you can see we are calling it as API/customer/customers, and then we are getting the results over here. Customer ID and name, address, city, state, country, email. Similarly for Matt as well, we are getting this information over here. So that is how we connect to database and retrieve records from the database using ASP.NET Core and React template.